So in the last class we were discussing about the resistance and resistivity. So what was the resistivity? That was the, suppose this is a piece of wire. Resistance offered by this, if its cross section area, this portion is 1 square meter, length is 1 meter, then what is the resistance offered by this conductor? Okay, so now the question is, different metals have different resistivity. What is resistivity? Which opposes the flow of current. So different metals will have different resistivity. Again, if you want to change the resistivity, like suppose you have aluminum, it has one resistivity. You have copper, some different resistivity. Similarly, silver, different resistivity. And if you mix it, you get a new substance that is called alloy, means combination of metals. That also will give you the difference resistivity. So today we will discuss the resistivity of metals, resistivity of alloys. So first let's write down the resistivity metals and resistivity. So if I consider aluminum, its resistance, that is resistivity 2.63 into 10 to the power minus 8, it is omega meter. Resistance, resistivity का unit is omega meter or ohms meter. I have taken aluminum. Now look at carefully. Suppose I have taken copper. Its resistivity is 1.62 into 10 to the power minus 8 omega meter. Suppose I take mercury. Mercury, that is 9.4 into 10 to the power minus 8 omega meter. Then tungsten, that is 5.2 10 to the power minus 8 omega meter. Silver, that is 1.6 10 to the power minus 8 omega meter. Let me clear this matter. What you find? The substance which have low resistivity, the current can pass easily in that. Like you can see here, aluminum ka 2.63. This is common to everybody, every metals. So let's only see this part. Aluminum 2.63, copper 1.62, mercury 9.4, tungsten 5.6, silver 1.6, 1.62. Silver is the lowest here in comparison of resistivity. That means if you use silver metal in somewhere, that means in a piece of wire, the current can flow easily on that. And if you use which one, mercury, in that, the current cannot flow easily because it is high resistivity. Got my point? Now if you want the current to flow very easily, the best substance is silver. If silver is costlier, silver is very costly, so next to that, if we cannot use silver, then we can use copper wire. Copper also, because little more, 1.60, 1.62. So copper can be also used for transmission of current, that is in a conductor. So like this. Similarly, let's go to other things. When you mix of the metals, that is called alloys. alloys resistivity. Okay, पहले इसमें फर्स्ट वन कम्स constantan is an alloy, means mixed of what? It is mixed of copper 60%. The metal alloy which is made is copper 60%. Mn is ours 40%. So these two are mixed to make an alloy that is called constantan, and its resistivity is 49 into 10 to the power minus 6 omega meter. Constantan. Okay. Now you take another one, manganese. There you have copper 84%. Then you have Mn 12%. Nickel, that is 4%. Okay, its resistivity is 44 into 10 to the power minus 6 omega meter. Third one you can take, that is nichrome. Nickel is there 60%. Then chromium is 12%. Then manganese is 2%, and iron 26%. Of course, this percentage is not required to remember. Then it gives you almost 100 into 10 to the power minus 6. It should write here. 100 into 10 to the power minus 6 omega meter. It means almost gives a high resistance. Okay. Now what is the difference? What makes a difference of using the alloys? What makes the difference of using a metal? Alloys में when the resistivity is high, imagine 1.6 and 49. It's a very big number here. Means very high resistance. Very high resistance means the current flows very slowly here, not that easily. Means you need to flow less flow of current. Then you have to use the alloys. You need the high flow of current, you need the metals. So based on this, we will have a question. So what is our first question? Look at here. Alloys are used to make resistance where in electric appliances. What are these? Why? Like you use in geyser, you use in pressing iron, okay? You use in heater. So why you use this? What you get from there? You have to make the wire hot. Got my point? You have to make the wire hot. When it's possible? Now when the resistance is more, temperature increases because it doesn't allow the current to flow in that. So if I consider this is a piece of wire, if I consider this is a piece of wire, if the resistance means the opposing force is high, then current cannot pass easily. That means the wire will become hot. So hot means heat will be produced. So heat required. Where is heat required? Heat is required in the electric iron. Heat is required in the electric heater. Heat is required in the geyser. You need the heat. So for that we need the LOS to produce the heat. First point. What is the second point? It will not burn easily. Sometimes metals, when you give a high temperature, it burns out, means it breaks out. But this doesn't break easily. So this kind of alloys, when you use Constantan and manganese, then they don't break up easily, means they can receive they have high resistance, they can produce the temperature without damaging the wire. So that is the only answer for this. You can write down. You can write resistivity of an alloy is much higher than the metals. Number 1 point. Which are present in its composition. Which are present in its composition. Okay, so for example, you can write resistivity copper. For example, the resistivity of copper is 1.62 10 to the power minus 8 omega meter. One resistivity of manganese. Resistivity of manganese is, what are the things? Copper 84%, then Mn 12%, nickel 4% I think. Okay, so its resistance is how much? Look at here, and is 4.4 into 10 to the power minus, or 40 for I have written here, 10 to the power minus 6 omega meter. Look at here, only copper you are using, resistance or resistivity is 1.6 10 to the power minus 8. Means comparison to this is very less. Got my point? So what you need the metals to be used in the electric appliances, you need to have the heat on that. Heat means current should not flow easily, so temperature will be high, the heat will be produced. Because when you oppose something, when current doesn't flow, if something is opposing, means the heat is produced, temperature increases. So in that case, what you will find? Also at the change in temperature, means when the temperature increases, the alloys do not get damaged, and the electric appliances become hot. So 2 points you have to remember, rest you can write your own language. Resistivity of metal is lesser than the resistivity of the alloys. Number 1. Number 2, when there is a change in temperature, means high temperature, then it doesn't get damaged here. That means your electrical appliances can become hot on that case. That is why these are the 2 points on this. Okay, then there is a question again. Next question is, metals of low resistivity. Metals of low resistivity are used in the transmission of electricity. Transmission of electricity. Why? That means the metal which have low resistivity should be used for transferring the current from one place to another. Suppose high tension wire, the electric wire you see on the pole, that sort should have the lower resistance so that current can pass very easily on that. Or the wire which you are using at house, the piece of wire which you are using, you find the 3 pieces of wire, it goes inside like that. This also should be of low resistance metal because the current can pass easily on this. Resistance should be low. So according to that, which one has the low resistance? Just now I told you. So first answer is the metals with low resistivity are used in the conductors. So that the current can flow easily. If that is the case, then which one should be used? The least one is what? Silver. So silver of low resistance, lowest resistance, resistivity even cannot be used because silver we are talking, how much it is? It is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 8 omega meter. Silver, though it has low resistance, low resistivity here, but still it even cannot be used in the conductors. In making the conductors. Then why silver can't be used? Because it is so costly. Silver is costlier than other metals. That is why. So we are not talking about gold. We are talking about aluminium. We are talking about copper. Okay. So silver is costlier because it is costlier than other metals. Then if silver cannot be used, then next to that should be used. What is that? Copper. So copper with resistivity 1.62 into 10 to the power minus 8 omega meter are used for same purpose. Clear now? Okay. Third question on this. Why tungsten is used? Why is tungsten used for making the filaments? For making the filaments in the ball. You can even see a ball will like this. So when you point, so where filaments you find inside the ball. Okay. So this metal, you look at the ball, you will see point there. That is tungsten is used. What are the reasons that we use this one? So 2 points you have to write down. That is number 1. Tungsten has high resistance, which can produce heat and light. Second point, it doesn't get oxidized. It doesn't get oxidized. That means if there is presence of oxygen, it doesn't burn easily. Otherwise it burns. Sometimes you see it blasts if little of gas passes through this. If the gas goes through this, then you see it will blast and gets what you call as the bulb is fused. That means the moment it gets means, and the extreme cases only it gets burned. Otherwise it has a capacity that it doesn't get burned easily in the presence of oxygen. Only in exceptional case it happens that, otherwise it is safe because it doesn't get oxidized. Means it doesn't burn in the presence of oxygen. Okay, these are the 3 questions about metals and alloys. Now we will take some problems based on Ohm's law. Problems based on Ohm's law. So what are the questions you can expect like this? So the question you can see here, that is 4 cells of 1.5 volt each are applied in a circuit. Okay, a current of 1.2 ampere close to it. Okay, calculate the resistance of the circuit. Calculate the resistance of the circuit. Okay, first Ohm's law question, you should remember the formula. V by I equals to R. V by I equals to R. This is the formula. So V is the potential difference given in volt. How many? Now there are 4 cells. One cell ka volt. 4 cells means like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like this 4 cells are connected. 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, 1.5. That means if you connect like this, then a current of 1.2 ampere is flowing. Then what is the resistance in this wire? That is our question. So what you can do? So you can write V equals to 4 into 1.5 volt, that is 6.0 volt. I equals to 1.2 ampere. The resistance you find out R equals to how much? So if I come back here, V by I equals to R, or R equals to V by R. V means how much? 6.0 by 1.2. Okay, after decimal, equal digits, you can remove it. 60 by 12, cancel here 5. What is that 5 here? Resistance is measured in ohms, so 5 omega. So answer is 5 omega. So you can try. I am giving one question. Homework. So homework will be uh, 4.8 no 9.0 volt of potential is applied in a circuit and the resistance offered by the circuit is 6.4 omega. Find the current flows in the circuit. Okay, this you can do same formula, only little bit changes I made here. You can try on this. Okay, let's take one more question. That is an electric heater draws a current of 5 amperes when it is connected to so 110 volt. What current will the heater draw what current will the heater draw if it is connected to 220 volts. This you have to understand here. What is there? This is 110 volt. Okay, what current is going through this? This is potential difference V. I is how much? Yeah, 5 amperes. That means this wire AB has some resistance. Has some resistance or not? So some resistance is there. Now what is our question now? The same one is connected, same piece of wire is connected to same piece of wire is connected to 220 volt. What is the current flowing through this? Here the temperature is ignored. Only temperature varies means resistance will vary. Otherwise the resistance will remain same for the both. Resistance will be same for the both. Let's find out the resistance from here. Got my point? The same resistance will apply here, then only current will come. So what is the resistance from here? What is the formula? Ohm's law. Ohm's law is, according to Ohm's law, V by I equals to R. Okay. So what is the resistance line found? That is V was how much? 110 by, if the unit is same, simply write the numbers. I equals to R. This is 22. Therefore R equals to 22 omega. That means resistance offered by this conductor is 22 omega. The same also will be applied here, because the same conductor, only potential is increased. So when the potential is increased, the current flow will be more. That only we have to keep in the mind. Keeping the temperature same, because same piece of wire, same length, same cross section area will have the same resistance. That means here you can count this is 22 omega. So what is required now? I is required. So again now, again V by I equals to R. So what you need? I. So V equals to IR. V equals to I will go here, IR. What you need to find? I you will find, R will come down. V by I, sorry, V by R equals to R. So what is V for us? V is 220 volt. So I can write here 220 volt divided by the same resistance. Resistance is almost 22 equals to I. If I cancel, this is 10. Therefore I equals to 10 ampere. Current flows in ampere. Okay. So like this, we'll try to solve another question. Important one. So other question is very important. Try to see here. A piece of wire is redrawn by pulling it its length until its length is doubled. Okay, then compare the new resistance where with original. Compare the new resistance where with original. Okay, try to see here. Nothing is given. How to find? There is a piece of wire, suppose AB. It had a cross section area, means thickness is here. It had some length L. This is doubled here. Is doubled means twice length. So this became 2L. Got my point? But the length is doubled. Let me make it a bit smaller, then only you will understand. Whatever length was here, that is doubled here. The length is increased, but original value means the volume will be same here. That means if this is area, here the area is something different. We don't know how much it is. Area is something different. So let's see now. So what is the formula here? This is now length area related to resistivity. Let the original resistance is original length of wire is original cross section area, that is A. So what shall I find? Then what is the volume here? Original volume V1, length into area into area. Length to area means L into A. This is V1. Okay. V2, new volume. V2, length is doubled. That means this is 2L. So obviously area will be changed. Suppose this is A dash. So here what is told, volume has to remain same. The volume will be same means V1 is V2, keeping the volume same. That means L into A, 2L into A dash. Let's find what is A dash. L into A by 2L, L cancelled. Therefore, A dash equals to half of the area now. A dash equals to A by 2. A by 2 means whatever area was here, this will become half. So whatever area was here, this became half because the length is double. That is what you found out. Area is that. Then what is the resistance R dash? What is the, resistivity will be same for both. So resistivity formula is, first resistivity is how much? first resistivity. That equals to resistance. What is the formula of resistance? Rho into L by A. This is, I think I told you earlier. Resistance equal to rho L by A. Now the question is, what is R dash? R dash equals to, resistivity remains same for both. So rho new length. What was new length? Now this is L. So new length is 2L because length is doubled. What is what new area? That is, or if I write, 2L by A dash. So R dash equals to rho 2L by A by 2. A by 2 now. So I can write here R dash equals to, this 2 will go up, rho 2 into 2L by A. So R dash equals to 4 times, that 4 I take out, rho L by A. What is rho L by A? Rho L by A is R. That means R dash equals to 4 times R. Means if you make the wire longer, the resistance will be increased by 4 times. Okay, so tomorrow we'll discuss some new questions.